Hey guys, welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Since the end of the last episode, because it's mostly just waiting, I ended up progressing time ahead for like 4, maybe 5 days. So a lot of decrees have finished up. Some of the Crusade relic stuff has been done. And now we have Sosiel coming to have a chat with us, so hopefully this is progression for some of the quests that we've been waiting for. And also there's a small demon army that's starting to try and push its way through to Dresden, and I'll have Chief Agaboya take care of that, which you will see a little bit later on, I think. So let's see what Sosiel has to say here. Commander, please forgive this sudden visit. Anivia sent a messenger for me asking to come immediately. There she is. Greetings, Commander, a revered cleric. A muscular black-skinned man wearing Hell Knight's armor is walking next to Anivia. Despite the difference in height, he is obviously nervous around the delicate woman, looking around and biting his lip. Allow me to introduce Hell Knight, Ambassador of the Order of the Nail, Trever Vaenic. The Knight salutes. Greetings on behalf of the Order. Forgive me, I can't stay. Duty calls. I have a pressing errand from headquarters, yes. It's very urgent. Sosiel is silent. His lips are pressed together. He doesn't move, not even to breathe, seemingly. The cleric is staring at the visitor. So your name is Trever Vaenic? That's right, I serve the cause of the Crusade. It must be true, we have to take our guest's word for it. He has no documents or insignia confirming his identity. What? What are you getting at? Nothing at all. Anivia casts a glance at Sosiel. The priest's mouth is twisted and his fists are clenched. We're happy to welcome you to Dresden, Trever Vaenic. Enough. Sosiel lunges at his guest, his face distorted with emotion, and you suspect the cleric is about to throw a punch. But his clenched fist remains lowered. Who are you? How dare you call yourself by that name, scoundrel? Who, me? I'm not a scoundrel. People are always bad-mouthing us. There's a saying, the credit won by a lie only lasts until the truth comes out. Trever Vaenic is a proud knight. I won't put up with the slander. Sosiel, is this Trever? Of course not, but how does he know that name, and why is he wearing the black armor, and why do these words? The cleric's voice drops to a whisper and you don't hear the end of the phrase. So you are an imposter? Me? No, it's not true, I swear. Anivia, who is this? A great question. I have no idea. My guys clocked him when he was trying to threaten a merchant with his so-called order and get a horse for free. Then he gave a familiar name, so I decided to organize a face-to-face for the long-lost brothers. You knew it wasn't Trever right from the off. You saw Trever when he served in Canabras. Of course, but I hoped that meeting you would make him drop the pretense and crack. Throw him in prison. Anivia takes the imposter away. He follows her unshackled. Sosiel watches them leave. His fists unclench. He drops his shoulders. What the? Where did he come from? And did you hear what he said about truth and lies? The priest frowns. The credit won by a lie only lasts until the truth comes out. That is what they say in Andorran. Trever used to say it often. Of course, one proverb doesn't prove anything, but I feel like that imposter knows my brother. Oh, Shaylin, what's going on? Commander, please, we have to interrogate him. Very interesting, okay? As usual, fate has played a cruel joke on him. A man entered the city wearing black armor and calling himself Trever, but he's not Sosiel's brother. What has really happened to Trever? The liar will help uncover the truth. Who is this man who brazenly entered the city under a false name and wearing another man's armor? He must be questioned to find out who he is and why he's calling himself Trever. Let's head to the prison then. See what Trever has to say for himself. Okay, Nura is over here, Sosiel is here. You've never seen Sosiel like this. The usually calm, friendly cleric of the goddess of beauty is furious. He is shaking the imposter, holding him by the collar with both hands. Who are you? What do you know about my brother? Speak, speak, you scum. A brother, huh? The imposter cringes. Yeah, you do look like him. Come on, holy man, give me a dozen lashes. The blood drains from Sosiel's face. His fingers unclench and he recoils away from the bars. Who are you, really? The name's Graham. Abadar knows my last name. He's got it all written down, but it's above our rank to know our lineage. The man's lip curls in disdain. How are you connected to the Hell Knights? What's my connection? I served them. Well, used to. I was a soldier in the Order of the Nail, Extirpators chapter, damn them all. Then I ran away from them. I wasn't cut out to serve like that. I wasn't a knight, not even a squire, just infantry. I got sick of getting my back whipped, so I had an idea. I hid the armor at night, and when I got the chance, I just ran. Tell me about the Extirpators chapter. What's there to talk about? They're scum, just like the rest of the black-clad brutes. What was our captain thinking when he got us hired by them? Maybe he hoped they'd knight him, or maybe he just wanted money. They have deep pockets. The Order of the Nail. Extirpators chapter. They mostly hunt monsters. You know, dragons, other beasts. Study them, stuff them. They didn't tell me what they were doing in the World Wound. Maybe they decided to hunt some distorted beasts who grew tentacles and horns because of the demonic scourge. They, you know, turned into freaks. They do pay well, but they make you work for every coin. If you do anything they don't like, they beat you with a stick or a whip. They don't pity people at all, even their own, not to mention us. In the year I served them, the unit shrank by half, so I ran away. I wanted to live too much. How do you know the name Trever Vaenic? I was his valet for a year, polished his black armor, tightened his straps. I was a drudge, all in all. He's evil, that Trever. A devil of a man. He had me punished so many times. A whip for every slip is what he'd always say. A whip for every slip. You're lying, scum. I'll show you. Yeah, you're his brother, all right. He even used to bare his teeth like you do. You scum, he'd say. If your ears don't work, let's see if your back gets the message. That's not true. Biting his lips, Sosiel takes a step back. It can't be. Where were you going when Enevia caught you? Wouldn't you like to know? I thought I'd go to Mendev, sell the armor and use the money to keep going. Didn't matter where. Maybe to the River Kingdoms. Maybe to Varisia. I don't care, just as long as it's away from demons and demon fighters. Where is Trever now? With the other Knights of the Pike. I hope they whipped him good for losing his armor. What cleric? Haven't seen your brother for a long time? Give me the map. I'll show you where their camp was when I escaped. They probably haven't gone far. Sosiel turns to you. His teeth are clenched, his hands shaking. I don't want to believe that Trever became a Hell Knight. Please, we need to go there and find out for ourselves. Let's go, Sosiel. He's not going anywhere. Sure, go on. Good luck getting there. Okay. I guess we're going to the Extirpators camp. Right, let's head out. And we have to bring Sosiel, so this is fine. Okay, let's see if we can find the Extirpators camp. Legacy of the Ancients. Is it down here? Yes, it's down here. Okay. Let's check the Crusade first. Treachery. A worried aide reports that a crime has been committed in the Citadel. A few days ago, the night patrol officer Iekim Claw did not turn up for guard duty. An unsuccessful search for him ensued. It was then suggested that Claw had secretly left Dresden and deserted. The circumstances of his vanishing demand investigation. Okay. The disappearance has been thoroughly investigated. Forgotten and stricken from the records. Let's investigate. You never know what happens with these things, so let's see. Buried in rubble, Claw's body was found at the walls of Dresden. The nature of the wounds leaves no doubt that he was stabbed by a man or by someone similar in appearance and build, rather than mauled by a demon. Examination of the corpse and the area has revealed that Claw turned up to the crime site on his own volition. He then suffered a penetrating wound to the chest which made him unconscious before being finished off. The attempt at hiding the body seemed negligent. The interrogator concluded that the murderer was in no hurry and mastered the appropriate skills, so must have let the body be discovered intentionally. Interesting. Okay. Let's go to the campaign. It looks like there's another army coming in. That's fine. Yep. Chief Agaboya can handle that, I think. So let's do that. I don't know if letting them flee gets us the experience or not, so I do want to fight them. Let's use Scorching Ray, this should be fine. Okay, let's fall back a little bit. Haste. Okay, all units in the army gain a +2 bonus to speed, +3 bonus to attack, 5 to initiative, and 3 bonus to reflex saving throws. Okay, let's take Fireball. Save it here. Okay, we've got Barbarians. We've got this army. Let's head down here. Okay. These guys need to be split as well. Bring them down. Okay. That's looking pretty good. And these are the bunch of misfits, so let's bring these guys down to Chief Agaboya. Big boost to Chief Agaboya's army, and I think that's fine. Ooh, Treason Home. I guess Treason Home can be upgraded. Is that what that means? Yep. We don't want to do that. We want to upgrade over here. And let's enter camp on the ferry. Okay. Now we have to sell. Alright. Garrison barracks down here. Stables over here. And we need the apothecary in the middle. Yep. Bulletin board. Okay, we can build that now. Scouts headquarters. Smithy. +1 attack for all adjoining trainable units. I think I prefer the damage. So let's do 10% for damage. The archery range. +1 bonus to attack. So let's get the smithy in between the, or adjacent to the stables and the archery range. And all of this should put us over, yeah, for the logistics rank up. So that's perfect. Okay, let's see. Anything else to buy from here? Nope. Let's do a search. What do we get? Nothing really. Alright, that's fine. Now that that's taken care of, let's go back to our army, or our party. Okay, so I think we need to make our way down towards the extirpators camp. Let's save it here first. Okay, we made it to the extirpators camp. Let's get on our pets. Just in case there's a fight.
My will is resolute. Now, what am I missing?
Okay. They're all dead? Wait, what's that? Do you hear that sound? Gluttonous Maw. Okay. Definitely want to buff up for this. Alright, let's charge in then.
The goddess protects us.
You are my favorite aid.
This thing looks powerful, so let's use the stronger phantasmal killer. Ooh, there's a trap there. Doesn't look like it's... it doesn't look like it's that susceptible to a phantasmal killer. Will saving throw. 29 DC, okay. Fortitude is 29. Whoa, that's going to be almost... yeah, that's basically impossible to get through unless we roll a 20. Bit unfortunate.
Mind over muscle.
Not sure I want Amelia to be going in there, so let's not do that. We could use Evil Eye. Attack rolls. Let's do saving throws.
Wide open.
Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. So it's down to 271 health. Okay. Getting there, I suppose. What did we find? Oh, we found another trap, okay. Sealer is not on her pet for some reason. That's a bit weird. Is her horse down? I guess it is. Alright, I think we need to use Bolt of Justice, to be honest. Oh, okay, the gluttonous maw actually consumed or ate the horse? Interesting. The monster is dead. Wiping the sweat from his face, Sosiel looks over the battlefield. It's the extirpators. This enemy must have been more than they could manage. The cleric folds his hands in a short funeral prayer. Do you see your brother among them? No, he's not. I don't see him among these people. The relief is palpable in the young cleric's voice. What can you say about the bodies? They died not long ago. Judging by the wounds, they were killed by the same beast we just dispatched. Looks like that imposter sent us into a trap. Yep, looks like it. Let's return to Dresden, and Sosiel clenches his fists. Oh, Shaylin, help me endure this. This entire story, you know, I don't recognize myself. I serve the goddess of love, but the Hell Knights, I hate them. I really do. It's sickening, but I don't know how to get rid of this feeling. Why do you hate Hell Knights so much? The fact that we even tolerate them is a disgrace to the entire Crusade movement. Cruel tormentors who are indifferent to the suffering of others, or who perhaps even enjoy it. What are they doing on our side? Why do we let them justify all these atrocities by participating in the Crusades? What does your face say about it? It's a temptation, and I must overcome it. Their cruelty stirs indignation in me. I like to believe it's righteous. But they also call their spite righteous anger. I shouldn't be like them. I shouldn't answer evil with evil, but goddess, it's so hard. You really haven't been yourself since that imposter showed up. The things he said about my brother, I admit I want to grab him by the throat and squeeze so hard his spine cracks. It is a dirty, unworthy desire, but I can't get rid of it, and worse, I think the reason I'm so angry is because I'm afraid he's telling the truth. Sealer looks at Sosiel with sympathy. Hold on, brother. If you need to talk, drink, and forget everything or howl your grief at the moon, come to me. I'll support you. War is hard on good people. Let's go. We have to talk to the imposter again. Sosiel nods without saying a word. Don't need to interrogate the imposter again. That's fine. Alright, let's get Camellia to disarm these traps if possible.
I hope you appreciate this.
Okay.
I am helpful, am I not?
Alright, let's stealth again, save up.
I'll try.
Long spear, +1, okay. I was hoping the worm, or whatever it was, would drop some nice gear, but apparently not. Okay. Living Flame. Whenever the wearer of this cloak channels energy to harm undead, for the next 2 rounds they become surrounded with a fire shield. Okay, interesting. Bodies torn to pieces, steel armor crumpled like paper. Okay, let's do this check.
A success worthy of praise.
Judging by the burrow's form, it was dug by an incredibly huge purple worm, which we just killed. Alright, now, are there any more traps? There's an athletics check. Let's head up.
We won't fall here.
Ooh,
I swear
okay.
it.
Dagger. One of cure moderate wound. Alright. 2 diamonds is real nice. Ravenous Greater Shadow. Okay. Let's blast it with Bolt of Justice.
Fall!
Okay. And it doesn't look like there's anything else there, so let's go back down. Nothing down there anymore. Anything over here? Just the exit, although there is a little thing. A giant crack in the diseased parched land. Deep down a huge branching burrows. Okay. Right. Area exit again. I don't think there's anything else, so I guess we can leave. Okay, we've passed another day, which means we got the Movanic Davers, got another decree. Bastion to Fortress expansion, okay, interesting. Ooh, this is a tough one. Where would I... Yeah, which one would I upgrade? That is a tough question. Okay, do we need logistics for anything else? Hunt for the kidnappers. 3 days to solve. Field trackers and interrogators will hunt down and destroy the band of demons. Okay, let's do this first. Holy wards, we don't need to do that. Glory to the heroes, that's fine. Okay, looks like there's more demon armies approaching. That looks simple enough. This one is weaker still. Okay, yep. This should be fine, I think. Alright, let's bring Chief Agaboy up here. Let's see. Chief Agaboy just got a level up, which is fine. And, alright, let's get Setsuna Shai to do these couple of fights. Try and get him to level up. Let's let them flee, see what happens. Okay, we do still get experience, so that's fine. Makes it a lot easier. Yeah, we'll just let them flee, that's fine. No losses. Okay, let's head back down this way. We'll just chill here. And we took care of that event, that's fine. Alright, let's head back to Dresden. Go to the prison. Okay, let's see what he has to say. Well, did you talk to the extirpators? The extirpators, they're all dead. That's a shame. I think I'm welling up. It was a trap. You were hoping the monster would kill us too. Accusations again. You can say whatever you like, but where's the proof? You can't scare me. Listen, do you understand the situation you've gotten yourself into? You'd be wise not to antagonize us. You should help us and hope that after everything you've done, we still have a little mercy for you. Ah, mercy? I'd be a fool to believe that lie. I know how kind you and your brother are. My whole back is covered with scars because of his mercy. That's not true. Can't be true. Tell me what really happened. Or what? Nothing. This is a request, not a threat. Got it. You don't even need to threaten. Your title speaks for itself. Alright, I got nothing else to do. Your bars are strong, locks are good. You got me. I'll hope for your oomph. The imposter casts a vicious look at Sosiel. Your mercy. Well, listen, this time I'll tell you how it was. I was a soldier fighting for the extirpators. That wasn't a lie. I was valet for that scumbag Trever. He used to work me hard, but that was a long time ago, before the demons took him. Took him? How? Where? How could you even say such a thing? Sosiel's voice is choked with grief and rage. The imposter enjoys the look on Sosiel's face. Keep listening, don't interrupt me. We were hunting a chimera back then. It's an easy job for the extirpators, even with all the demonic freakishness the wound gives a chimera. We were driving it toward your boy Trever. He was preparing to attack, and then a demon appears, a huge one, scary in a black mask. Bam, rips one knight to pieces. Bam, there goes another one. And then the demon looks at Trever and says, "This one is good, I'll take him." And he picked him up like he weighed nothing and vanished. Well, what could we do? That demon was chopping up knights left, right, and center. What could we do? We turned and ran. Then the rest of our guys caught up to us. They executed a few of us on the spot as a warning and made the others slaves, live bait for the monsters. Slaves don't live long. Only 3 of us survived out of the whole unit, and no one has seen Trever since. What kind of person was Trever? A real devil. Didn't go easy on anyone. Beat us good. The knights respected him, and us ordinary infantry were afraid to show our faces to him. Where is Trever now? Are you deaf? I told you. No one knows. A demon dragged him off. A demon in a black mask. As to the where and why, you'll have to ask the demons. There used to be a female knight among the extirpators named Berenta. How did she get Trevor's shield? Berenta? She and Trever were sleeping together. When they dragged Trever off, he dropped his shield, so she picked it up. Like, to remember him. I'm telling you, those two deserved each other. When Trever was gone, that crazy bitch wanted all of us to be executed, the whole unit. The Paralictor refused to waste people. He said we would be useful as slaves. She made a scene and then transferred to another order. Good riddance. What happened to the extirpators? You saw what happened to them. They died. I don't care. I'm not going to cry about them. They killed a lot of beasts, but there's always someone stronger. That demon wiped them out. Only the ones who ran survived. You said 3 of you survived. Where are the other 2? I think they were going to go to Canabra's. They wanted to pretend to be refugees and then win it. Do you want to catch them too? They're probably somewhere near the creepy church where the undead used to be. I heard they planned to build a shelter there to stay away from the local commander. Sosiel, have you heard enough? Yes, Sosiel's voice sounds hollow and he looks totally lost. I have, so it's true. My brother betrayed everything we believed in. Wait, this is only one person's side of the story, and Elias at that. Let's find the other two survivors and ask them. Trevor was a hero. He found an organization where he could destroy monsters, and he fought honorably till the end. Let's go with one. What's the point of running away from the truth? The others will only confirm his words. Sosiel looks down, but then hesitantly looks up at you, although it probably wouldn't hurt. Excuse me, I need some fresh air. Okay, but the brave cleric wants to get the truth once and for all, even knowing the pain it will bring. What will the oathbreakers who betrayed his brother tell him? Okay, so I guess since we already checked the crusade stuff, we don't need to deal with them. I do want to do a rest, but I'm not sure. Well, we already dealt with, yeah, the crusade stuff, and we traveled quite far. Let's do the next step, and if we need to, we'll rest at the Lost Chapel, I suppose. So let's do that. Okay, the Lost Chapel is just here, so it's not too far, so let's do this. I forgot that it was right here. Okay, it looks like some of our guys are on their pets. Let's get everyone on there. Now that we're at Lost Chapel. Oh, the deserters are over here, okay. A pair of wounded fugitives sit wrapped in a rag near a barely smoking fire, a half-elf man and a dwarf woman. There is a mixture of revulsion and sympathy on Sosiel's face. After a moment of hesitation, he walks toward the fire. Did you escape from slavery among the Knights of the Order of the Nail? What? No, revered cleric. We know nothing about any. Stop playing dumb. They know all about us. It's obvious that Graham ratted us out, the scoundrel. Damn it, we're done for. The half-elf looks at you wistfully. He is clearly ready to part with his life. Sosiel looks at you silently. There is a storm of emotions on his face. He opens his mouth to say something, but after taking a shaky breath, closes it again. The cleric obviously doesn't know where to begin. What can you tell us about that Graham? A complete scumbag. The Hell Knights' hired infantry are no followers of Shaylin. There aren't many good people among us, but Graham still stood out. The last to fight, the first to eat. Always ready to pillage, rob civilians, steal from corpses. There's nothing he wouldn't do, and he drank like a horse. One of the knights, probably the best of them, he made Graham his valet, tried to make him a better person, but to no effect. Graham quit drinking though, but he was still scum. This knight had a saying. He said Graham changed his gold for copper coins. I'm not sure there was ever anything golden about Graham. Rust more like, but Master Vaenic tried to see some good in him. It's a pity he died without finding anything. Changed his gold for copper coins. Sosiel repeats these words in a whisper, clenching his fist. Our proverb from Andorran. So you really did serve the Order of the Nail? We did. Not in the order proper, of course, just as hired soldiers. First we served for money. Then they made us slaves and we worked for free. We deserved to be punished. Because of us, the only good person in their damn order perished. The half-elf spits. It's true, if we hadn't lost our nerve back then. Tell me about the death of the knights and your escape. The order we served hunted monsters, manticores, basilisks, sometimes even dragons, but this time their instincts were wrong. Yes, they didn't expect that beast. It caught them off guard, and before we knew it, half the unit was dead. They tried to fight back, but we... What about us? For us, it was a chance to be free. We ran toward Canabra's. Nobody there would care where we'd come from and who we'd served. But Graham was braver. He took armor from a corpse and went to Mendev through Dresden. It's probably where you picked him up, right? Tell me. Sosiel's voice breaks. He clears his throat and starts over. Tell me what you know about Trever Vaenic. Master Vaenic. The dwarf looks down. We served under his command. He was an amazing man. A true hero. What happened to him? We killed him. That's not true. It was demons what killed him. We could have saved him, but we were cowards. I'll never forgive myself. We were hunting down a chimera, and Master Vaenic and the other knights were supposed to kill it, and suddenly a terrifying demon in a black mask appeared out of nowhere. He roared something like, "You'll do," and grabbed Master Vaenic, and then he ran straight at us. We should have fought and taken him back, but we panicked and scattered, and when we came to our senses, there was no sign of them. We were made slaves as punishment. They said that if we couldn't fight honorably in formation, we'd atone for our crime by doing dirty work. They made us dig trenches, carry baggage, and in battle they'd send us ahead to distract the monsters as bait. We dropped like flies. Out of all those who were on that damn hunt, only the two of us survived. 3 if you count Graham. Wait, so was he killed or abducted? No one found his body, it's true, but no one saw him again either. What could the demons have done to him? They must have devoured him. Hopefully it was quick. What was he doing among the Hell Knights? We heard he came from somewhere in Andorran, not for profit like us. No, he had one goal, to rid this world of demons. I always thought he was too good to be a Hell Knight. Such a man should have been a paladin. But who are we to question our commander about his life choices? Anyway, he made his way in the world. In a half a year, he was promoted from squire to a knight, went through the trial, and earned the right to wear black armor. What kind of person was he? Strict, demanding toward others, but toward himself above all, and despite his strictness, he was a kind man. He just knew that discipline was required if we wanted to survive here among the demons. He'd work us hard. He could thrash the hide of us for wrongdoings, but his strictness saved many lives. Yes, he often talked to us about his brother. According to him, he was a real saint. But even if only part of what Master Vaenic told us was true, his brother was a decent man. Not a fighter, not a hero, an ordinary village priest somewhere in Andorran. A man who seeks no glory but just does everything he can to help others. Sosiel looks away. Master Vaenic idolized him. He used to say he would never be as good a person as him, but at least he would win this war so that his brother wouldn't have to see it. I don't know what kind of person his brother really is, but I remember one thing. He used to say, when you go to a war, leave your heart at home or you'll taint it. I think his heart really stayed there with his brother in Andorran among all those orchards and vine groves. Clean and pure while his body was drowning in mud and blood here. There was a woman named Marenta in the chapter. How did she get Trevor's shield? She was Master Vaenic's betrothed. When the demon dragged him away, his shield was left on the ground. Marenta took it as a keepsake. I don't know what he saw in her. She was angry like a devil, but with him even she seemed to become kinder. But once he was gone, she turned into a real Arrhenius. She wanted us to be executed for cowardice, every last one of us, and when the commander said no, she left for another order. I don't know what happened to her after that. Tell me about yourself. There's nothing special about us, but if you have questions, ask us. We'll answer honestly. Okay, let's see if... Yep, we saw this. Alright. That's a bit of a bummer. There was that other option I thought we could ask Sosiel, but I think this is fine. I don't have any more questions. Okay, so here it is. What do you say, Sosiel? Sosiel? So you are. No one saw a body, right? So maybe I still have a chance of finding my lost brother. Thank you for your words. You have given me back my hope. Sosiel hands a small bag to the fugitives. Take this. There are healing potions, food, some gold, and a letter. Show it to the guards at the gates of Canabras. You will be taken care of. I don't think we need to do that. That's fine. Let them go to Canabras. Thank you, Master Vaenic. Your brother was right. You really are a saint. Taking the bag, the fugitives walk away quickly. The cleric watches them leave. It seems I knew very little about my brother and about myself. How do you feel? You were acting strangely during the entire conversation. Sosiel rubs his forehead. I was frightened, more frightened than I've been fighting any monster, even more frightened than when the demons destroyed Canabras. I was afraid of what they would tell me, and now I've heard it all. This truth, I can't wrap my head around it, but at least the fear is in the past. What I was most afraid of is true. It hurts so much, and still, this pain is easier to bear than uncertainty. Thank you for being with me. Had I been alone, I probably wouldn't have said a word. It's not only Trevor's fate you're worried about, is it? Sosiel nods. I've always looked up to Trever. I thought I was weak and tried to be like him, but if he has fallen so low, then what could happen to me? What do I know about myself and my limits? If this war has made a Hell Knight out of him, what will I become? Okay. We will find your brother wherever he is. Yes, thank you for continuing the search with me. Even if he is in the abyss, dead or alive, I am sure that together we will find him. I found out the truth, but the cleric shakes his head. I'm not sure what to think of it. Trever fell as a paladin, but did you hear what these people said about him? He was the best of the Hell Knights. I can't wrap my head around it. What do you make of it all? Your brother hoped to keep his heart pure. I don't think that's necessary. I don't know if he actually betrayed his goddess. Let's go with the last option. Your brother is a real hero. He might not have been able to shine among the paladins, but he found a place where he could make the world better. Exile from the paladins to become the best among the Hell Knights. This is not what he dreamed of, but at least he saved someone. He's changed some lives for the better. Isn't that the true calling of a hero? The most important point is he might still be alive. I don't know what demon in a black mask attacked him and where he was taken. And it scares me to imagine what they did to him there, but he might still be alive, and that means my hope is still alive too. Thank you for helping me find out the truth, whatever it was. Okay, that was quite interesting. So Trever really did join the Hell Knights, and then he disappeared without a trace. No one has seen his body, but captivity among the demons is a fate far worse than death. What does the young cleric think of his brother now? Does he still want, despite everything, to see him again? Or does he secretly hope that the fallen hero is no longer among the living? No, I think we probably want Sosiel to be positive about his brother. That's for sure. Okay, we're close to level 15, which is nice. Alright, well, I guess we can head back to Dresden now. Okay, and we are back in the Citadel now, and I just rested up, so we'll head back out to manage Crusade affairs. Still waiting on Kaylessa's scheme and also Price of Knowledge. We are very close to finishing middle game, so that's going to be good. Let's check out if there's anything that has developed in the Crusade affairs. Okay, well, nothing seems to have really developed here. We can recruit those, so let's do that. And we are out of cash again. Okay. Hell Knights and Cuirassiers. I'm not sure I want to spend any more, or too much more cash, actually. Let's just go with 5,000. Because we're going to need some cash in Act 4. But for now, I guess we'll just have to wait for more income to roll in first. Let's see. More of the Davers. Alright, let's come down here. Setsuna Shai's army is getting quite large now, which is really cool. Seda Army 1 with Chief Agaboya can come back down this way. Okay. Yeah, we have one more turn for this one, so let's skip the day and complete that. Perfect. Let's do Heaven's Warriors. 2 events, an important inspection. Okay, let's do the phylactery first. We'll take Bane of Spirit. Yep. By offering up a dark prayer over the remains of the phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten Priest, awakened grains of his soul, the vicious spirit melted with the ring, giving its owner the unholy forces. Okay, let's see. We want to do this. Yes, consonant. Yep. Bardiche as well, okay. Yeah, okay, so that... yeah, I guess that one's a little bit weaker, although 1d4 holy damage each. Oh, if the number of scorches reaches 5, then the affected creature suffers 1d4 unholy damage for each scorch, okay? That's fine, let's do this, and we'll take Death's Consonant. Alright, a group of officials from Nerosian is on its way to Dresden. They want to inspect how well the crusade is organized. What kind of welcome should they receive? 4,000 leadership experience points. Finance points increases by 30, or income. Show things as they are. Finance point income increases by 30, adds 3,000 diplomacy. 600 military experience, okay. Diplomacy, we're not going to be suffering for that. So maybe we don't necessarily need that much. Don't want to do cold. I want the finance point income increase. Military experience. Diplomacy. Yeah. Diplomacy is way over, so let's just go with military experience then, because it's plus 30 income for all the options anyway. Sosiel escorted the committee to the front lines where the pampered bureaucrats were forced to learn of the hardships of military life firsthand. Having gotten caught up in a surprise attack and personally witnessed the demons' brutality, the inspectors saw to supply the army with everything it may need and do so diligently. Perfect. Okay, well, I think there's a good place to end the episode here. We helped out Sosiel with a quest, and we completed the whole finding out about Trever section of his personal quest, which I guess will progress in the next act. We're still waiting for a couple of things, and we'll see how the other companions go, because I think we still haven't gotten companion quests for a bunch of our companions, like Camellia, even Dayron. So I'm hoping that we'll get to a point where we see them, but that might be what I do in between episodes. I'll skip forward days because some of these decrees, we're going to keep working on them. And yeah, we're at the point where we need to just move forward in time to get to whatever quest will open up and whatever companion quest will open up. So I'll probably do a little bit of that in the next, or in between this episode and the next one. And hopefully we can get closer to the end of this act. So thanks a lot for joining me for this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hope you have a good one too.